Hi everyone, this is Pam from Shabby Vintage Dreams, and I am coming today to you to do a project share with you. Um, this is a project that I've been working on for what seems like weeks. Actually, I think it has been a couple of weeks. Working on it off and on, trying to get it completed, but I finally got it completed. And I want to share it with you. This came about as a result of a video I watched with Gail Agostinelli, and I love her channel and I love the things that she makes on there. And some of her ideas are original, some of them aren't original, but she'll tell you right up front they're not original if they're not. And I don't know now, where this idea started, but it's altering a book. And I went to the Dollar Tree, just like she did, and bought a book for $1, and I altered it, and that's what I'm going to show you. A lot of love and hours and effort went into this, and because of that, I'm going to keep it instead of give it away or sell it. Yeah, it turned out beautiful, and I'm really, really happy with it. So this is the cover of the book. I just wrapped some sari silk around it to tie it, to hold it closed. As Gail warned in the video, it can turn out to be, an alligator mouth if you're not careful. And unfortunately mine did, but it's not too bad. You can see it's not super, super bad. And keeping it tied when it's closed helps with that, so not too bad. The cover, I use, this is a piece I got from Crafty Me Shop with Esme, and I've had this in my stash for a long time, and so I decided to use it for my cover. I put a little bit of trim down here that has beads on the bottom, and yeah, just put that down, and I altered the beads on the bottom so that it would be really full. I put 2 layers. Some trims here. I'm not sure where I got these trims, but they may have been from Annie Yee at MS Garden Grove one. I'm not sure, but I think they might have been. For the spine, I used a snippet roll that I had made, and I used a piece of lace, and then I put little snippets of lace and flowers on top of it, and I made a very miniature snippet roll. It's about maybe 3/4 of an inch wide, and so I cut a piece of my snippet roll off, and I used that to hide the title on the spine. And then on the back, I just used a piece of one of the graphic images I have. I don't have a list of the digitals that I downloaded for this, but most of them were taken from Gail's video. So if you look at Gail Agostinelli's video, you will see most of the digitals she used are the same digitals I used, and you can get the names of them there. So I inked all the pages, inked all the sides and edges of the book, so that when I was finished, it would be, would look kind of old, and I like that old look. This trim right here is also really beautiful. I'm not sure, but this I think might have been a gift from, oh my goodness, what are people's names? Suzanne Fuqua. I think this might have been a gift from her. But anyway, it's gorgeous, and it was perfect on the cover of this book. So when you open the book up, these are just, like I say, digitals that I found, followed Gail's example, and put them in the book. This one, I Love You, Ma Cherie, and a little tidbit of lace here, a little bit of stickles throughout the book, which is one thing Gail didn't do. I added that myself. And then on this side, covered again with a digital, Handmade with Love. This is a little tag, but I glued it down and used it as a tuck spot. And then I had this little envelope that was so feminine and so cute, I decided to use that. You are the only one who can make things happen for you. You alone can change your life. No one else can. Really cute affirmations. put a little bit of stickles on here and inked it all up. And then inside here, I put 2 cards, journaling cards, and both of them are have copies of an old book. It's actually a play from an old book, and I don't remember. I bought the book from Patty Lang on her channel. But this is the book. I don't remember how old it is, but it's 5 plays by Ben Jonson put it together, World Classics, and it's old. From 1966 it says. So yeah, so I inked those up, put pages from the play on these journaling cards, and then put those in here. So these are go behind the text spot here. Then next page, these are also some of the same digitals Gail used. I did stencil here and here, this one in brown, this one in a pretty green color. These pages are for journaling. This page, little birds in a nest on the map background. I did put some stickles around the nest. And I also put down a strip from a piece of fabric, the edge, the selvage, I guess, that has all the colors that are used in the fabric. And they seem to match with the colors on my page, so I just glued that down. This is obviously the page for who the book belongs to. If you want to write that in, this book belongs to whoever. Otherwise, you can put whatever message you want there. Again, all this was digitals and inked around the edges. This page is really cute. I love this page. This is a graphic with, it looks like washi tapes, and also a pocket here with one of the digitals. I did stencil here in the brown. This is an old antique card, photo card, and I got this from Patty Lang's shop, and I will put that, I will link her below. Also, I'll link Gail's channel below so you can see it. So I did decorate this a little bit. I inked it and then put some paper on the back so that it could be used for journaling. That goes in there. This is just a plain page that complements this one. I believe they came together, and this was already what do you call it, collage. So I didn't do much with this, except I did put some stickles here. I don't know if you can see it in this light, but I did put some stickles on those roses. So there's journaling here, and you can journal a little bit there. This page says inspiration with a pretty little lace heart here. And then in the coordinating papers was this. I had this journaling card, put a little applique here, and then in all of the pockets, this is a top loading pocket. You'll see how Gail constructed it in her video. And so I just put a tab on that, and then on all the pockets I used index cards, and what I did was I just inked them up and stenciled a little bit on each card. Some are stenciled with doilies, some are stenciled with flowers. It's just all mixed up, but front and back, then that's, you know, the little cards for journaling. Then this page is really cute. Really, this was fun. I followed Gail's idea and made a banner. It's a banner, but it's also a tuck spot. And this was done out of antique dictionary paper, which I cut out. I did put some, you know, I backed it with cardstock to give it some body, and then glued it to the top of the page, and it became a tuck spot for this little card, which has bluebirds, and that goes there. These were, trying to remember where I found these now. They were in my stash, and I think they were by Tim Holtz, maybe, or Prima. Maybe it was Prima. I can't remember, but it was cards for journaling. And on this, I did ink around it in the blue ink, so that kind of sets off that page. And then this page, I found a really nice piece of vellum that I put on this one. It says, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." That was by Helen Keller, and I really like that. This one has a side loading pocket, and another tag that I made and journal or stenciled on the side of this one, and that just slides in there. This page was really fun, and of course, because I love roses, this was kind of a favorite page. It's very shabby looking. I using the digitals again for the background papers, and then I made a belly band here out of some of the digitals. This is background pieces. I believe it is also dictionary paper for this back piece, and I mounted it on there. And then this is another one of the cards that I think was by Prima. This makes me smile, and what I did was I took my colored pens, I think they were gel pens, and colored in the rose. And then this was part of, also in one of Gail's videos, you'll see that she does the, I want to say snippet roll, but it's a collage roll, and it's collage, a long strip of paper that you collage strips of your paper on, digital scraps on, and it joins several pages together, and then you can cut those apart to make cards and tags, which is what I did. So this is a part of one of those, and I took the, cut them apart in the sizes that I needed. They had already been scraps, and most of these are scraps from the pages in the book, which Gail suggests because then they match your pages, your tags. So I backed all of it with coffee dyed paper and then stitched around the edges. And I usually decorate the tags up. This one I kind of left alone, and I just put a piece of pink lace on the edge. And this can be journaled on the back, and then this is tucks in here. I like the edge hanging out there. And then this little journaling card, this makes a double tuck. So put that there. This same things here, I made a pocket out of the old dictionary paper with a little postal note here, little tag, and covered this with a bit of the really pretty light green lace so it matches the papers. And I found another pre-done card, and I just used my markers and some pencils I had and colored in the rose, and that makes another tuck spot there. This page is beautiful. I love this idea. This page was a double fold pages in the book, so I made those into tucks just like Gail did. And this is pretty much almost an exact version of what Gail did, but I loved it so much. It turned out beautiful. I'll take these cards out so you can see the paper, beautiful papers. And this is a quote by Ingrid Bergman, which says, "A kiss is a lovely trick designed by nature to stop speech when words become superfluous." I thought that was very sweet, and it's so romantic. The little girl here is so pretty. And I did put stickles here, a little bit over here. And then on this page, I edged it in just a little tiny piece of lace that complements the colors. And then for this tag, this is again part of my strip that I cut apart. And I decorated it with this corrugated bird and a little large stamp here that I put on the back, backed it with a piece of the book page. And I had this little clip that matched it really nicely, so I just added that on top. And again, all of these can be journaled on the back. This is coffee dyed paper, which I actually collaged onto the back. It's 3 different kinds of coffee dyed paper, but they look really pretty together. I like that. So that tucks in this one. And then this one says hopes and dreams, and I also added a butterfly down here and a little piece of lace across the top, stitched all around that, and that's also for journaling, and that slides in there. This page was fun. The graphics are, gosh, I cannot remember. Gail did not use this one, but I found it online, and it's something lace. I'll try to find the link and put it in below so you can see it. But I collaged the different colors of laces that she has in her digitals that she sells, and they're beautiful, just beautiful colors and close-up shots of lace. So I used that for this page, and then I took an actual piece of lace that's used in these digitals, and I inked them, made them look a little bit antique, and glued a piece of that lace on this page. So This page again is a functional page. This is one of the wallpaper digitals, and I added some stickles here, a couple of butterflies. This is a top loading pocket, and inside this one I have stenciled on a real pretty flower in the pinky color, so it matches the paper really nicely. Wiggle that one back down in there. Okay, and then on the next page, this is also some of the wallpaper digitals, which I just love. This paper is just beautiful. Gail did use this one in her book, and I did put some stickles here and a quote on the side that says, "Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired." And I just think that was really sweet. That's by Robert Frost. So that was a nice little place for that. And then this is a side loading pocket. And again, I've taken an index card and inked it up and stenciled on the side of it in green to match this page. This page was one of the digitals that Gail shows you. And then also I didn't do anything on this page. I left it plain because it was pretty much scrapped. Looks like a scrap, collage already. These are some of the digitals also, and I added a little dragonfly here. And then for this card, I added a sticker. Hopefully you can see the sticker in the pinks. But this card had a lot of different elements that were collaged onto the roll, the paper roll that I used. So added a piece of pink lace here on this edge. And this is really pretty because it sticks kind of out the side of the book. And punched a little half punch there, so kind of shows a little bit more. Okay, on this page, I did green and yellow, and these were just beautiful, beautiful digitals. Also, I believe mentioned in Gail's videos, I'm almost positive. So on this page, I just accented these daisies in the scraps. I did collage these two pages myself, and I added some little daisy appliques I happen to have in my stash. And then I had some butterfly stickers. I love the butterflies, so I just added those, and you can see those. A little bit of lace on the top here and on the bottom here. These are both antique laces, and they're avocado dyed. On this page, I went for purple and pink. This one, you can see I stenciled here in the brown on top of the purple, the lavender, which actually turned out kind of pretty. I wasn't sure how those two colors would look, but I do like them. Also put a sticker here of a dragonfly. And then these two papers kind of match nicely. I did scrap them here and here. You can tell they're collaged here. And then I made a tag out of my strip that goes with this. Same thing, dyed with the coffee dyed paper on the back. And this looks like 2 or 3 different kinds of coffee dyed paper stitched around the whole tag, and added a real pretty butterfly there. And I just used some seam binding ribbon for the tie there. This page is also a pocket. This is one of the lace digitals, and this comes out. This is one of the wallpaper digitals. And I made this tag again off the roll. It says Thoughts, and put a little piece of vintage lace. This is also lots of collage work, and I had this little thin metal butterfly that I glued to the top of this tag. And so this tucks in here. Also, this same page happens to be a top loading pocket. So when you pull this out, you can see that I put some, I actually used a doily and stenciled some green from the doily down on this page. So this is a card for journaling. This is done, same thing, digitals. This is collaged on separate piece, and so is this. So this digital is a soap, an old soap digital. So I use this and the matching paper to go with it. I found some really pretty I believe this is also from the Crafty Me shop. It's a real pretty peach trim. Same thing here to go down here. And then I added a glittery little butterfly here on this page, some stickles on this page, and then the side tuck, it's a pocket with another stenciled image to go inside this side pocket. Okay, and then this page is roses, really antique-y. Some of the same digitals again, and I just left this page pretty much by itself. I did put a rose sticker down here that's inked up. It's very subtle, which is kind of the idea I was going for. And then there's roses also here on this page. I put a little piece of lace across this page, and then I added a tag that's from my roll that I collaged. I put an old antique stamp on this one. And then again, the seam binding stitched around coffee dyed paper on the back. This page was one of my favorites to work on. This was a triple fold, and by Gail's video, you will see exactly how she puts that together. It's much easier than I anticipated it being. So I used the same digital prints on this one, the same one on this one, and the same one on this one. So when you take the ephemera out of the sides, you can see that the paper in the pockets goes purple, pink, yellow, purple, pink, yellow. On this one, I did put some stickles because that's the center paper. Again, you know, everything is inked, including the edges of the papers. On this, let's see, we'll start on this side. One of my tags that I created from the strip, inked around all the edges, scrapped it up, coffee dyed on the back, and I found this beautiful strip of laces, or hand-dyed lace. And gosh, what is her name? I'm going to put it in the video also. It's not coming to me at the moment. Let's see if I can I have a whole bag of her stuff here. And her card is here. Just a second. What is the name of this? I thought that was her card. Here it is. Ravioli Dreams. And her name is Nikki Lee Seavey. She's on Etsy, and she makes absolutely beautiful pieces of hand-dyed appliques and laces. So if you get a chance to go on Etsy and look at her work, it's fantastic. So this was one of her pieces, and I put it on the side, cut out part of an applique and put it on the side edge of this card for this side, so it would stick out that side. And then this tag, memoir, and another sticker here, scene binding, journaling, and that goes in here. Then on this side, this tag, I added the little butterfly here, stitched another stitching. This one has the peach colored seam binding, which goes here, and this tag in the purple, put a purple applique here and a purple butterfly sticker on this one. So everything kind of matches, hopefully, the pocket that it's been put in. This page was fun. I did a belly band across here and actually this was the end piece of my scrap roll that I did, and I just turned it into a piece for a belly band. This is antique lace that I had, and I used it on the sides. This is from Esme's Crafty Me shop. And in fact, this was a gift from Esme, and it just looks beautiful on this belly band. On the back of some of the digitals that were used, and then again, this is really pretty. It's just another one of the pieces that I made a tag out of with a sticker here, another old stamp, and some more coffee dye on the back, and that goes here. This is really cute too. This was a stamp I got from Etsy, from one of the Etsy shops. Don't remember, but you can get stamps all over Etsy, and those were just, this one was just really pretty. This page I decided to fold down and make into a diagonal corner pocket. Again, I used one of the stamps that I had on this journaling card, Notes to Self. I believe all these little sayings that I put on my journaling cards came from Mrs. Cog, and cut those up and inked them, and they're darling. They turned out really cute on here. So this was already a collage paper. I used a little piece of lace I already had in my stash, same matching lace across here, and then another one of the little journaling cards I had in my stash. And again, I took markers and colored pencils and colored that in myself, and put another vellum quote here that says, "The beginning is always today." And that's by Mary Wollstonecraft. It goes there. This is really pretty, in oranges and yellows, which really are not two of my favorite colors, but I like the way this page turned out. And I added, again, this little tag, "Penny for your thoughts." Over here was another one of the journaling cards I had, and I decided to turn it into a tuck, so I attached it at the top. Colored it in myself with my pencils and pens that I have. Some of it was Jelly Roll, some of it was watercolor. I believe this even has some crayon in it. So I just colored that in and then made a tuck spot out of it for this card. This digitals, they're beautiful. And then this journaling card, I went ahead and put another piece of the dyed lace there that I got from Ravioli Dreams, and another really cute stamp here of the bird. And that one's tucked in here. Okay, then the next page is really pretty blue and yellow. Turned out very nice. Used some of my antique trim here. More of the digitals. This was a cutout, a pre-purchased cutout I had in cardstock with the yellow rose. So I used that and put some stickles on it. And then, of course, this one, again, a journaling card with a stenciled flower that goes here. This is a top-loading pocket. And so, of course, since it's all about yellow, I stenciled this journaling card in yellow. And that goes there. This is beautiful, too. These papers are just so yummy. You just fall in love with them while you're using them. I did myself go ahead, and these two pages I collaged myself out of different pieces. Then I added the really pretty butterfly sticker here. Made a belly band here of a piece of the coffee dyed paper, and then I stenciled these two roses on myself, put little stickles on there. And then I also, again, just took the card and inked it up and stenciled the top and the bottom portion of this card so you could journal on it. This is also a side loading pocket, and so you take this one out, and this one says words. This was also part of the scrap roll I did. And then I had a little piece of the fabric that I cut off to make fit on the cover of my book here. I had a little piece of fabric that I cut off, so I used that on the side of this tag. And it looks really cute. I love the color in it. So that goes there, and that will be a side loading pocket for that page. Now we move on to some lavender. Again, digitals. I added a little bit of lavender lace, lavender and pink here, also up here. This is a little piece cardstock image that I had in purple, so I used that. I stickled some of the lilacs on this page. And then on this page, it kind of was a matching purpley lilac with the green. It says, "Flowers are like friends, they bring color to your world," which I really like that. Made that a belly band and put the little sticking flower there, and of course stenciled in purple for this one. And that slides in here. The last page is one of the digitals I found online. It's a sewing digital, and I just really loved it. There's a whole set, and I only had room for this one little page, but I did stickle this, added a lace applique here with some stickles going through the needle, and that is the last page, except for there's some plain pages left here in the very back of the book, and these are for journaling, obviously, and I just used plain coffee dyed paper for these pages. The back cover, I went ahead and used a digital on, which I really liked, the hot air balloon and they're sailing away, and I used a couple of wooden pieces on the corners to just kind of finish off that edging, and back to the back. So like I say, it took me quite a while to finish this project. I was working on it off and on for several weeks, but I did finally get it finished, so I wanted to share it with you today on this video. Also wanted to say thanks very much to Gail for the great video she put together. Her video on this project was actually an 8-part series. And she did some of it off camera, but she did most, I think some of the embellishments were done off camera, but she did almost everything in the 8-part series, where you can actually go on and watch and make one of these for yourself. So I am thinking seriously about doing another one. This kind of just whetted my appetite to do another one. And it's just so beautiful, the way the laces and the tags and the dangles and everything hang out of the book. I really love that. I'm thinking about doing a Christmas theme one, actually, and I think that would be really cute to have the whole book about Christmas, or you could do a whole book about Halloween or anything, Valentine's, you know, would be really fun. So thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to give like my video if you did like it. I would appreciate any comments you'd like to share, and if you get a chance, go over and watch Gail's video. It's fabulous, and you'll get great ideas from her. She's lots of fun to listen to. She's very entertaining, and her videos are very, very easy to watch, and very well, very instructional. She does a great job. So thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.